For over 14 years, Ken Olynyk helped to build the now flourishing TRU WolfPack program. He also spent countless hours helping to develop sports in the Kamloops community. Now recently retired, Olynyk has some extra time to share his story and experiences from his many years of service to Canadian and community sports.
Ken Olynyk, and I'm the Director of Athletics and Recreation at Thompson Rivers University in Kamloops, BC. Grew up in Revelstoke, BC, which is about 2.5 hours east of Kamloops. And introduction to sport was probably through my family. My brothers both played sports. They were very active. My dad had played sports when I was younger, and my parents were very enthusiastic about us playing sports and being involved in sports. I think their idea was that if we did that, it kept us off the streets and out of trouble. And so they never hindered us in any way from playing sports. If we had an opportunity, then they gave it to us.
Olynyk didn't waste these opportunities, excelling in basketball and volleyball, among other sports. He even attracted some big-time attention for his outstanding volleyball play.
When I was coming out of high school, we used to go to a camp in Winfield all the time when I was in high school, and we played volleyball there all the time, and it was a big camp. It was a big deal. And at that time, I was recruited to go to UCLA to play volleyball. I was successful as a volleyball player. As I said, our school was very successful, and so along with that comes success for the people that are participating. So I had an opportunity, but I didn't really want to go to LA.
Instead of chasing a career in volleyball, Ken took his talents to the hardwood at Simon Fraser University, where he played basketball for 4 seasons before heading east and eventually winding up as a teacher. Coaching came naturally.
You know what, I think it's just something that I've always enjoyed. I coached actually from a young age. When I was quite young, I coached younger kids, and so it just kind of kept. And then when I went into education, I taught for 2 years, and of course a big thing with teaching was my willingness to be a coach. And when I was at John Oliver and at Sands in Delta, I coached basketball, volleyball, did track. I even did, John Oliver did the Reach for the Top team, which was kind of fun. So I'd always been involved in that, and it was a big thing because I thought I would be a teacher for life, that I thought that coaching was going to be an important facet of what I did, so I was looking forward to it.
Olynyk's passion for coaching led him to head coaching positions with both men's basketball programs at University of Lethbridge and University of Toronto. The Canadian national team took notice of Olynyk and gave him the opportunity to coach the junior national team, where he infamously cut basketball legend Steve Nash.
Infamous, yes.
So have you ever talked to him about what he thought about that?
Yeah, you know what, I mean, Steve and I would say we're friends when we're around. I think we're acquaintances otherwise, but we're friends. I can call Steve anytime. When Kelly was struggling at times with decision making, I asked Steve if he'd give him a call, and there were some other situations where I reached out to him. But yeah, we talked about it. I mean, he was younger. He was grade 11. He needed to go back to high school. We were centralized, but he was a great player. And we had some good kids on the team. He was on the team, but didn't make. He was in the 15, but not in the 12. And I think who knows? Maybe it spurred him on a little bit to become the great player that he became.
After a successful coaching career, Olynyk and his family settled in Kamloops, BC, where his children Jesse, Kelly, and Maya played their high school sports. All 3 have had successful athletic careers, and it's all about passion.
I think all we were ever trying to do was give them opportunities and give them the opportunity to chase a passion. And we wanted them to be passionate about something, whether it was art, whether it was drama, whether it was music, whether it was sport, but we just wanted them to be passionate about things. And I think that's all we tried to do, is continue to do that with them throughout their lives. And I think they're all pretty passionate about different things, and they've all been, as we look at it, I think they're quite successful.
Success is something that doesn't come easy. It's a complicated formula involving skill, perseverance, and a bit of luck. But for Ken Olynyk, it's all simple.
You know what, I think the biggest thing around having success is, you have to be skilled at what you do. And so whatever sport, whatever it is you choose, become skilled at it, practice it, but don't shy away from other sports, especially when you're in a young age. I don't think you should do that. And hopefully, we'll get coaches and people involved in other sports that won't do that. But I think that the biggest thing that I give, and we talk to our kids about it, is, you know what? If you're good, they will find you. You don't have to worry about it. Like, you don't have to go somewhere else to be good. You know, Kelly played all of his high school basketball in Canada, played in Kamloops. He's in the NBA. You know, you look at all the guys that come out of here or wherever in National Hockey League. They will find you. If you're good, they find you. Baseball, the same thing. You don't have to go somewhere else to be good. You can do it right here in your own backyard.
One thing you can be sure that you won't find is another Ken Olynyk. Heading into retirement, we're all wondering, what is he going to do next?
The first thing we're going to do when I retire, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time in Miami where it's warm, and then we're going to look at just, you know, try and figure out what we want to do. You know, I know there's some things that I want to do. I want to see 3-on-3 in Kamloops. I want to see, you know, obviously Kelly's camp in Kamloops and some growth in that area. And then I think there are some other things that we can do in terms of, you know, helping young kids in the community and so forth. So I think volunteering, having fun, and I think just enjoying my time and not having a clock to go by.
Maybe go skiing.
I will really want to ski again. So I skied when I was in Revelstoke, a youngster, and so it would be fun to get back on the slopes.